going on, people inside of the internet machine? My name is Chris Miller. Welcome to episode 26. I'm looking around. We got a lot of stuff to get to. And yeah, man, we'll just jump right into it. First thing we did, I met with GamerJohn. I haven't seen GamerJohn in a while. He's doing well. I hooked him up with a couple PSP games. He's starting to get into PSP collecting and stuff like that. So gave him a game that I had, that Daxter game I picked up. And then he threw me a Nintendo dust cover, which you can never have too many of these dust covers, kind of like controllers. Went to thrift store, and for GamerJohn, because he's starting his PSP collection, picked him up. Not the most exciting title, Madden 2006 for the PSP. Now that was $2.99, but it was 75% off. So this game was only 75 cents. So I figured I'd pick that up for him. Like I said, he's starting to get into the PSP and stuff like that. So while I was also at the thrift store, I did find a Dreamcast game. It's another sports game, unfortunately. NFL Quarterback Club 2000. Now, that was $2.99, but it was 50% off. The yellow tags were 50% off, so I got that one for $1.50. You guys know how hard it is to find Dreamcast games, so even if I find a sports game, I'm just going to pick it up. They make good trade bait for my friends that actually collect for Dreamcast and care about Dreamcast. So I'm going to throw that right up there for now. And, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Did hit a couple retail stores. The first thing that I picked up was Tiny Toons Cartoon Network for the original Nintendo. You can see it's got marker all over it. And came with a dust cover. Hope I can get that magic eraser off. I spent a little bit more than I wanted to spend on that. That was $9.66 with tax. But one of the reasons that I bought it was because in that box of Nintendo boxes, we've now got that complete in box. So we've got the box and the manual and stuff in there. I tried to play this game. I don't recommend it. So, I don't know. It's like a cartoon creator, but it's really just kind of limited. But anyway, went to buybacks and saw that they had Clay Fighter 63 and a third for $3.99. Somebody knows their numbers. And I actually didn't have this game, and it's a pretty good price for this game because it's like an $8 game or whatever. But so I audited my Nintendo 64 collection. I'm at 169. So Clay Fighter 63 and a third gives us 170 Nintendo 64 games. And somebody gouged the absolute shit out of the back of that game. I don't know why somebody would do that. Oh well. Nintendo 64 game number 171. Went to another retail store. It's called Video Games Express. It's actually kind of down south in Grove City. And picked up Madden 2002. Got that one for $1. So all their sports titles and kind of commons are always $1. So we go down there every month and a half. And I just rummage through their commons just to pick up those sports games for $1. Because if I see them at Goodwill, I'm probably not going to pick them up for $2.99. I mean, all right. And the last thing that we picked up at Video Games Express, kind of excited to have it. $9.99 for Midway Arcade Treasures 1 for the GameCube. That one is complete. So as you can see right here, we got Midway Arcade Treasures 2. So I'm looking for Midway Arcade Treasures 3 for the GameCube. I bought this game just so I could play a couple of the games on it. I love Joust, Defender, Root Beer Tapper, and Paperboy. So, yeah. I'll show you, there's a list of the games right there if you're interested. It's got Spy Hunter, which I never got into Spy Hunter. Rampage. You can see Tubin. That's kind of a cool one. Smash TV. But, alright, so we'll throw that one up there. Boom, got that. We did hit a couple thrift stores this week. Really didn't find a whole lot at thrift. First thing I picked up for the original Xbox was Battlestar Galactica for the Xbox. Never saw this game. Hope we can get that price on there. There it is. $2.99 is what they charge. This game is in very good condition, like it was never used. No edging on the manuals or anything like that. But yeah, complete Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if I'll play it or not. can't really tell if it's like a shoot 'em up or if it's like one of those first person space shooter kind of things, but yeah, we'll try and give it a chance and see what we got. Last game I picked up, I was actually excited to see this. I was having kind of a shitty day as far as thrift store stuff goes. For $9.99, picked up a copy of Mario Kart Double Dash. It is complete with the manual. It's in great shape, all that stuff. Now, $9.99 is a little bit more than I'd like to pay for GameCube games at thrift stores, but the Marios and the Zeldas and all Kirby's, all that stuff, those are all premium titles, so you can actually spend a little bit more, so you can flip it, which is what I'm going to do with this copy. I'm just going to put it up on Craigslist, try and get about $30 out of it. So, yeah, but that was the only game they had, man. I ran around looking for cords and controllers and consoles and wires and other games and all that stuff, and yeah, there was just nothing there. So, okay, had a Craigslist deal, had a trade for a loose condition copy of Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube. I traded straight up for Nintendo 64 game number 172, Quake 2. Now, I have not had a chance to play this yet. Quake to me was always better on the PC, but we'll give it a shot. Craigslist deal again for $10. I couldn't believe I actually got this for $10. I think the guy might have been new to selling games on Craigslist, or maybe just didn't realize. But for $10, I picked up Nintendo 64 game number 173, Pokemon Stadium 2 for $10. And this thing is in really great shape. You can tell that label. There's the back label. And yeah, any of you guys that do Pokemon or Nintendo 64, you know this is like a $30 game, $35 game. And retail, I've seen this actually sell for more than $35, which is kind of embarrassing. But yeah, definitely happy to have that. Add that one to the collection. All right. All right. So this guy posted on his Craigslist posting. He said he's got, you know, all these games and a couple GameCube games. They're all sports games. A console that looked like it had been drugged through the mud for like $25. And then, you know, he had some loose PlayStation 2 games. And then he said he had some GunCon 2s. He said he had 4 of them and that he wanted $5 a piece for them. So I sent him an email and said, hey man, I might be interested in your GunCons. Do they come with the external cable? And then he goes, no, they don't. So I said, okay, well, thanks. But he emailed me like, you know, 15 minutes later or 20 minutes later, whatever it was. He said, hey man, I just happened to find those cables. So now I got 4 guns and 4 of the external cables. And I said, how much you want for them? He said, $7 a piece, or I'll sell you all 4 of them for $20. That'd be, you know, $5 a piece. So I met with him, and like I said, for $20, picked up 4 GunCon 2s for the PlayStation 2. Now I absolutely do not need any more of these things because I already have 3 of them. So now I've got 7 GunCon 2s for really no reason. Hold on, let me put these down. But like I said, the reason that I bought them is because they came with the external cables, which you need to play with your GunCon 2. So there's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd one, and there's the 4th one. So, you know, I'm thinking about taking 2 of those GunCons and 1 of the external cables and throwing them up and see if I can kind of make my money back. It looks like the GunCon 2s are selling for about $15 on eBay. Some of them don't even have the external cables, but yeah, I think I'll probably try and throw 2 up, maybe get 25 out of it, so pay for itself. But he did have a box of games and stuff in the back of his trunk, so I was kind of looking through and picked up Nintendo 64 game number 173. Yeah, if I can keep in count right. Got Hey You Pikachu. Picked that up for $2. So yeah, an N64 game that I need for $2. Actually have the mic that goes with that too, so definitely happy to have that. And then he had some GameCube stuff. So I was rifling through his GameCube stuff. Like I said, they're mostly sports games. But I did see this in there, Odama. Now it doesn't have the box that goes with this, but I think I can live with that. It's complete with the manual. It's in really nice shape. And for $10, I got Odama. He threw in Home Run King for the GameCube. Now this is also complete. And then he threw in the GameCube microphone that goes with it. Now I've like my third one of these things too. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for the pickups. A really short episode this week. Do what we always do. I'm going to hit the new subscribers, say thank you to those guys, and then I actually spent my Wii points. So if you want to tell me how you spent your Wii points in the comments section, that would be excellent because I'm kind of interested. I was on the fence about getting Super Metroid or another game, and I actually picked the other game and not Super Metroid because I'm hoping to get Super Metroid on a cartridge somewhere. But yeah, stay tuned after the subs. I'll fire up my Wii and I'll show you what I downloaded to my Wii. Excuse me. This week was kind of a weird week for subscribers, man. We lost 3 subscribers. Yeah, it's crazy. We went from 67 subscribers down to 64 subscribers. I don't know. I guess that's part of the deal. I don't know why anybody would unsubscribe to this awesome channel, but they did. Maybe they canceled their YouTube accounts. That's what I like to tell myself when I'm crying alone at night because I lost some subscribers. But we did pick up 5 subscribers. One subscriber is kind of unnamed, I guess, doesn't want their YouTube information known. So whoever you are, thank you so much for subscribing. First two new subscribers here, Chris Bungie and Joshua Sawyer. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Definitely look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments section. The last 2 subscribers actually have video game related content that they post themselves on YouTube. The first subscriber is Nick Berry. Now Nick Berry does like pickup videos and collection videos, that kind of stuff. So definitely check out his channel. The link will be in the description below. And the last subscriber that we had for this week is SCL Saucington. Now, SCL Saucington has a lot of content on his channel. Link will be in the description below. Some of the things that he does is pickup videos. I know I kind of always mention that, but I think most people watch my show for the pickup videos, and I enjoy pickup videos. So if you're watching me for that, then I'm hoping maybe you'll flip over and watch his channel or their channels for the same thing. But he's also got videos posted for, top 5 most valuable games and frustrating moments in gaming and stuff like that. And then he does like the normal stuff like thrift store, garage sale, that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. And like I said, stick around. We'll see what I got for my Wii. All right, guys, here we are. Got the Wii fired up. Last year I got Mario Party 2. The kids love this game. This year of my points, I got Excite Bike World Rally. Yeah, let's play this for a second. I also picked up Legend of Zelda for 3DS. I got that from one of my kids. I think I still ended up with like 130 Wii points, which is kind of bullshit that you can't really spend that on anything else. Like, like the Nintendogs card set. Like I can't believe that they would sell out of those. So why they wouldn't just, I don't know, make those things like 25 points or whatever just to get rid of them. Like I said, man, I didn't really know if I wanted to choose this or Super Metroid. I went with this because I was going to play with the kids and stuff like that. It's easier for them to play. And then I hope to get Super Mario or Super Metroid in cart form. Alright, let's check some of this out, man. You start off with just being able to choose 2 colors, and then you can unlock everything else. So I really like the graphics of this and like the gameplay style. I like the first Excite Bike, and I gotta be honest, I actually think I kind of like this one a little bit better. So the Wii controller, you just turn it. Remember how in the original Excite Bike you'd hit back to do a wheelie? In this one you just lean the Wiimote to the left. One of the really cool things I like about the original Excite bike that is awesome about this one too is that the controls are really easy to pick up. The gameplay is kind of intuitive and stuff like that. You can really learn it as you go. But yeah, guys, that was the Canada track. So you know, we had a short pickup video, so let's do another one. Mexico. This version also does have the track creator, so if that was one of like your favorite things to do in the original Excite bike, you can do that here. Create your own tracks. You can kind of jump over or skip over those guys if you push back, but I keep trying to push back on the D-pad and not rocking the controller back. So I kind of get used to the Wii controls. Alright, guys. Alright guys, that is Excite Bike World Tour Rally, whatever. Definitely a cool game. I'm glad I spent my Wii points on this. If you spent your Wii points on something, make sure you put it in the comment section below what you spent your Wii points on. And if you had any left, I actually ended up with 130 left that never are going to get used. Thanks, Nintendo.